Hello there. I hope everybody's doing great and having a wonderful day. I hope my audio sounds a little bit better this time. I appreciate everyone that's helping me with this, and I love constructive criticism. The minute I stop listening to it is the minute I stop growing. So here we go. This picture right here I wanted to share with you that's up on your screen. Um, this is something that I found interesting. It's just a map that came out for Harris County showing risk of potential severe cases um, at the top, and then what they think is the risk of potential critical cases. This is Harris County, of course, and it is broken up into the different areas. So I wanted to make sure I shared that with you. Okay, let me move that and get over here and share something else. What I want to do is I want to start by just 1 second. Getting better at this faster. I want to start by giving you an idea of, here we go, where Harris County is in Texas. Sorry about that. Texas is a huge state, huge. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles, thousands of miles from one end to another at some point. So Harris County is right here, as you can see. This is what you would call Galveston. A lot of people are familiar with Galveston. So to give you a reference, and Austin is in this area, just so you know. Dallas is up here. I just want to give you reference. Oh, and El Paso is over here. Lubbock and all that is up here. So the red area is Harris County, Texas. Now, let me explain a little bit about Harris County, Texas. Let's see here. Oops, wrong one. Sorry about that. I have been doing a lot, I'm telling you, of this stuff, and I am getting better at it. But today's just one of those days because I'm trying to do multiple things, so bear with me. Here we go. Okay, this is the Harris County, Texas website. As you can see here, you can go onto this website, which is harriscountystexas.gov, which is where we're at. You can go to Commissioner's Court. You can review notice of public meeting today, or I'm sorry, July 20th. You can see Commissioner Court streaming videos. You can get an update on what's going on with everything as far as people getting sick and what's going on. It gives you information on how to not do that if you don't want, or do it. I don't know. Whatever's up to you. I know my recommendation for my family, and you have to make a choice for yourself. Just remember, these choices that you make are very important, and look into it before you put anything in your body. Okay? Anything. So, anyway, over here, I found this interesting, and this is what brought me to this. Okay? I wanted to read this to you really quickly. It says, Notice of Privacy Incident Involving County Jail Clinic. Harris County takes seriously the privacy and confidentiality of the personal information we maintain. Regrettably, this notice is to advise our community of an incident involving some of that information. kind of no surprise. But I'm reading from a letter here, and you can see on your screen right now it says Notice of Disclosure of Confidential Health Information. I'm reading the actual letter to you. On July 9th, 2021, we determined that certain protected health information was inadvertently made accessible on the county's Justice Administration Department JAD website, JAD, between March 15th, 2021 and May 22nd, 2021. The information provided to JAD as part of the county's legally required reporting obligations contained individuals' system person numbers, a unique identifier assigned by Harris County Jail System, and some limited health information related to care received at the county's jail clinic, such as a health history, diagnosis, and/or prescription information. The information did not include names, social security numbers, or financial account payment information. We have no indication that the information was actually viewed or accessed by any unauthorized person or that it has been misused. However, we wanted to advise our community of the incident and assure them we are taking this matter seriously. We have established a dedicated call center to answer questions patients may have about this incident, which may be contacted at 855-545-2039. Again, 855-545-2039. Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Affected individuals are encouraged to review statements they receive from their healthcare providers and to contact them immediately if they see any services they did not receive. We deeply regret any concern or inconvenience this may cause our community. As we investigate this issue, we are continuing our efforts to enhance existing processes to protect against the inadvertent accessibility of this type of information. Okay, so there we go with that. I'm going to close that one down. And just 1 second here. Let's see. If anybody has any questions on that leaked information or anything, and you want further information or a copy of this, please feel free to just put it in the comments, and I will be sure to get it to you. I have suspicions on this, but I'm going to let you discern for yourself. I'm not saying anything nefarious is going on. I'm just saying I have learned to look at all possibilities. And if this affects you, I think you need to as well. I'll be watching this story closely. I've asked for more information, and as I get it, I will always give it to you all. Okay? So let's move on to the next thing. Share my screen again. Okay, this is from Houston Chronicle. This is an older story. This is from July 22nd, 2021. But the reason I wanted to play this for you is because, as you can see here in Houston, we had a reporter, which you may have seen on Project Veritas. Ivory is a real patriot. I love her to death. She is strong. She stood up for what she knows is right for her. And that's what we all have to do, okay? I don't expect you to stand up for me. I'd like you to, if you agree and I need it, as I would hope I would for you. But at the same time, we all have to make our own decisions and our own choices. And I think Ivory's choice is something that I agree with completely. So let's see. That's Ivory working out. We could all be so lucky. Anyway, I know my husband loves her too. Anyway, um, let's see here. I'm just gonna play this. This is from Fox 26, okay, and that is the news station that she used to work for. And this, I believe, is the footage from Project Veritas on YouTube in this story from the Houston Chronicle, yada, yada, yada. So, 1 second. Let me go ahead and make this bigger for y'all. And just give you a little bit of background on this channel because I'm going to show you something in a minute and I want you to just understand. So here we go.
Outages across the region. Fox 26 reporter Ivory Hecker is live in Montgomery County to take a look at that aspect. Thanks, guys. That's right. Before we get to that story, I want to let you, the viewers, know that Fox Corp has been muzzling me to keep certain information from you, the viewers. And from what I'm gathering, I am not the only reporter being subjected to this. I am going to be releasing some recordings about what goes on behind the scenes at Fox because it applies to you, the viewers. I found a nonprofit journalism group called Project Veritas. It's going to help put that out tomorrow, so tune into them. But as for this heat wave across Texas, you can see what it's doing to AC units. This one broken down as we speak.
Okay.
Outages across the region.
All right. So that is Ivory and that is Fox 26. So, oh, I'm not sure if you could see that. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to replay that real quick for you. I apologize. I'm having one of those Fridays. I don't know. I'm ready for the weekend, I guess. Oh, please tell me that it's 5 o'clock. Anyway, here we go. Let me go ahead and replay that one more time for you.
Region. Fox 26 reporter Ivory Hecker is live in Montgomery County to take a look at that aspect. Thanks, guys. That's right. Before we get to that story, I want to let you, the viewers, know that Fox Corp has been muzzling me to keep certain information from you, the viewers. And from what I'm gathering, I am not the only reporter being subjected to this. I am going to be releasing some recordings about what goes on behind the scenes at Fox because it applies to you, the viewers. I found a nonprofit journalism group called Project Veritas. It's going to help put that out tomorrow, so tune into them. But as for this heat wave across Texas, you can see what it's doing to AC units. This one broken down as we speak. Outages across the region. Fox 26.
Okay, so there we go. Hopefully you guys give Ivory some love. She is amazing. Absolutely a strong woman. All right, so I'm going to move on here. Let's see. I'm going to share this next item with you. I hope you guys are doing great. I really do appreciate you being here. I do see everybody's comments right now. Hi, Johnny Lee. It's wonderful to see somebody from Houston. I love it. And just 1 second. I'm not forgetting anybody here, but I don't want to lose what I want to show you next here. Okay. Share audio so you guys can actually hear it. All right. So let's see. Okay. Real quick before I move on to that. Well Dog 71. Hi. Welcome. Bart, I see that. Thank you. I'm going to go take a look at that right after this. I appreciate you, Bart. Thank you. Let's see here real quick. All right. So, God bless all of you. I hope you're having a fabulous Friday. I know that's a word that, not a lot of people use, but I think it describes my Friday. It's fabulous. All right, let's move on. Here we go. I want to play this for y'all because this is what's going on here. This is as of 16 hours ago from Fox 26 Houston, which is Ivory's old station. So let's see here. Let me play this for you.
The big question you probably have is, how does the increase in threat level impact the daily life of you and your family? Well, our Maria Salazar joining us live now to explain that.
Hi, Rashi. Well, Judge Hidalgo did signal there would be some changes like capacity.
Okay. Just one second, real quick. I want to mention something here. Just because it's Friday and I want us to have fun. Look at her, I guess would be her left arm, but it's on our right. She has a watch on it. Okay, the arm closest to the TV. Watch down there. I love it. These are real people. Okay, and I know it's easy to get mad at news stations and people like Ivory, but they have to feed their families too. We have to have compassion, and I'm a firm believer in they need to stand up too and have the boldness and the beauty like Ivory. But at the same time, I do believe they need to find another job where they can be happy um, first before they should leave. Because again, we all have bills, we all have to survive. So just keep that in mind. That's just my opinion. All right. So let me just back this up 1 second and I'll be quiet and let you watch.
Limits at public libraries and buildings like that. But
Now to explain that.
hi, Rashi. Well, Judge Hidalgo did signal there would be some changes like capacity limits at public libraries and buildings like that. But the real impact, she says, is not so much the code red, but the toll that the spread of the Delta variant is having on city and county workers and staff at hospitals. And officials warn there could be some dire consequences.
And it's already happening. Our public hospitals have to take staff from our public clinics in order to support the strain in the emergency rooms.
Houston and Harris County leaders warn this could only be the beginning as the Delta variant is overwhelming hospital staff. On Wednesday, Harris Health told Fox 26 they are closing 2 primary health clinics to move nurses to LBJ Hospital, where they had twice as many ICU patients as staffed beds. Then there's a concern about ambulances.
And as we started this conference at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, the Houston Fire Department, which has 104 ambulances, 26 of them were in hospital emergency departments waiting to offload patients. 4 of them had been there for over 2 hours. An ambulance that's in the emergency department waiting to offload a patient is not available to take the next 911 call.
Dr. David Purse with the city of Houston believes the emergency response times will only get longer as hospitalizations show no signs of slowing down. And city workers are also getting sick.
At the close of business yesterday, August 4th, 2021, yesterday, the city of Houston municipal workers, we had 89 positive cases throughout the municipal workforce. To give you some idea, just a week and a half ago, that number was 40.
3 of those workers, he says, are hospitalized. There are also 68 Houston police officers and 40 firefighters who are sick. Judge Lina Hidalgo also mentions changes to capacity limits at libraries, multi-service centers, and other county buildings, although what they will be is still unclear. As for other services and departments, Metro tells Fox 26 it will continue to operate as it has throughout the pandemic. And the Harris County Department of Education says it will have lower student-teacher ratios in its Head Start programs and will continue adult GED and ESL classes virtually. And Judge Hidalgo also says that she expects the backlog at courts to just get even longer. I also reached out to businesses that many of us frequent, like Kroger and H-E-B, to see if the increase in threat level is going to prompt them to make any changes. I did not hear back from Kroger, but H-E-B says nothing has changed regarding mask and store capacity limits at this time. Maria Salazar, Fox 26 News.
Hi, let me get.
Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed that. I thought it was really cute about her dog showing up there. Just shows that we're all real. Anyway, couple things I wanted to point out with that. I want everybody to discern for themselves. First, I'd like to call for prayer. Prayer for all of those city, county, state workers that are being affected by this, and their families. Okay, so it can't hurt. We need to support one another. Okay, so just be sure to keep everybody in your prayers right now. The next thing I wanted to do here is go over to a meeting, coverage of a meeting on our schools here. So this is what's being covered from our side of it. One second, I'm getting it up here for you. Okay. And here we go.
Starting off with COVID-19, Harris County raised its COVID threat level to the highest level, red. Health leaders say this pandemic is far from over and things will only get even worse in the coming weeks.
This level signifies severe and uncontrolled spread of COVID-19 in Harris County. That means outbreaks are present and worsening, and our public health capacity is strained or exceeded.
Now, health leaders are urging you to steer clear from hospitals and emergency rooms unless you have a life-threatening emergency.
Now, this is alarming for parents because the start of school is just days away. Several districts tell us their hands are tied when it comes to the elevated threat level, as well as the guidance from the governor and the Texas Education Agency.
Michelle Choi joins us live. She covered the original guidelines the TEA put out for COVID-19 last year. And Michelle, a lot of parents are upset about these new guidelines.
Oh yeah, Kim and Steph, parents are fired up. The TEA released their new guidelines for schools on how to handle positive COVID-19 cases yesterday. And well, in a nutshell, parents say these guidelines are too loose and they don't do enough to protect their children. Here are some of the big takeaways and what they mean for your family. Take a look. First, the TEA is now allowing for limited remote instruction if students are sent home. Second, masks. The TEA says schools cannot require students or staff to mask up, but they can allow them to wear masks if they choose to do so. Third, schools are not required to inform parents about positive cases, but they must report it to the state health department. Fourth, schools don't have to conduct contact tracing. The TEA says they came to that decision based on last year's data, which showed there was very low transmission rates in classroom settings. Next, if a school does contact trace, parents can still choose to send a child to school, even if they are close contact of an infected student, but they are encouraged to keep students at home during a recommended 14-day stay-at-home period. And finally, schools must exclude students who test positive from attending in-person learning, and parents need to make sure they do not send their child to school if they are confirmed positive or have symptoms. Now, if you'd like to have a closer look, we have the TEA's full health guidance for the upcoming school year posted on our website at khou.com.
Yeah,
Steph?
Michelle Choi, thank you so much. Much different guidance from this time last year, so it's definitely worth a second look. Meanwhile, HISD's superintendent says the school board will vote on setting up stronger safety measures next week.
And as superintendent, what I plan to do is bring back a mask mandate for ratification in our next board meeting.
That mandate would go against Governor Abbott's executive order, but other school districts across the state are considering similar options. Austin is even allowing optional virtual learning for students 12 and under who can't get the vaccine.
Now let's get to some of your coronavirus headlines this morning. Counting down from number 3, the first Big Super Saturday vaccination drive gets underway tomorrow. Nearly a dozen local school districts are participating to get the shots to eligible students and families. We have all of that information listed for you on KHOU.com, bringing us down to number 2. A new CDC report shows a low number of adverse effects from the COVID-19 vaccine in kids. Of the nearly 9 million 12 to 17-year-olds who got the shot, there were less than 10,000 reports of issues. Most were related to dizziness and headaches, bringing us to number 1. The FDA is aiming to have a plan in place for COVID-19 booster shots by early September. The daily pace of vaccinations is at the highest level in 7 weeks. Right now, roughly half the eligible U.S. population is fully vaccinated. And all this talk about booster shots comes as our hospitals are filling up staff.
That's right. In fact, hospitals are quickly reaching their breaking point across Texas.
I'm Anayeli Ruiz. Doctors here in the Texas Medical Center are concerned because COVID cases are rising and many emergency rooms are already stretched thin. Just yesterday, the Houston Health Department announced they'd seen an increase never before seen. The COVID in our wastewater is 320% higher than last July. They tell us this predicts where we'll be in weeks in advance. That's why many hospitals are getting prepared for even worse conditions. Houston Methodist says they're opening areas they'd closed and putting them into service again.
We would encourage you not to come to the emergency room unless you absolutely need to.
Nice. Thank you very much, Madam Chairwoman.
Okay, so I hope all of you listen to that and discern for yourself. You need to listen to their words closely. I know it's not a joking matter by any means. I don't mean that, but sometimes you can hear things that they really do say that you're like, what? So anyway, I want you to learn to discern. I feel like there's a lot of confusion, hype, and fear that's being pushed out right now. And I don't want anybody to be afraid. Do not be afraid. Be smart. Yes, be smart. But being smart is looking into things yourself, okay? And as far as the jab stuff goes, I'm not going to tell anybody to, do anything that they are not comfortable with. And I'm just going to tell you, use your common sense, use your brain, trust God and your gut, okay? My personal opinion, and I'll point this one thing out because I do not want to give advice to anybody on this platform to not do something or to do something. You all have to make your own choices, always. Don't do it because I said or think or whatever. Do it because you know what's right, okay? So I would just like to make the point that the FDA has some interesting information on their website. You can find out things. Use those resources. We have a world of knowledge available to us, and we all need to learn to discern for ourselves, to make choices for ourselves, not our neighbors, not our parents, not anyone, okay? Our choices need to be for ourselves. Now, do we need to take into consideration certain things, like I consider my husband's feelings on things? Absolutely. But does that mean that my husband has the right to make a choice for me? No, I don't have a right to make a choice for him. We discuss it as a team and we work together. So there's that. Now, I want to go ahead and wrap this up because I don't like making these too long. I know everybody's got so much going on right now. But I want to share one more end on a positive note, okay? and something that I think that everybody will hopefully appreciate. And it's also from here in Houston. 1 second. Okay. So this is coming from Texas Sports Nation. All right. And the Houston Chronicle, which is where Texas Sport Nation is. You can go to HoustonChronicle.com and then Texas Sports Nation and Astros, and you'll find this article. This is from August 4th. Okay, so 2 days ago. But I wanted to share this. This gentleman, Guillermo, here, posted, when your car breaks down, and Bregman, okay, A. Bregman, stops to help you. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? Oops, sorry about that. Why this whole thing isn't moving here, but isn't that awesome? He saw these guys on the side of the road. Sorry. He saw these guys on the side of the road, needed some help, and he stopped and helped them. You know, he doesn't have to do that, you know, but he did. This is humanity, okay? This is humanity right here. I want to go ahead and see here. And then Alex replied, nice jersey. Y'all get home safe. It says, Bregman, who is the Astros triple affiliate, the Astros triple A affiliate, the Sugarland Skeeters, was en route to a game in Round Rock on his rehab assignment. And he ran across these guys. Their car was broken down on the side of the road, and he stopped and helped them to make sure they're okay. That is bravo. That is absolutely beautiful. I love seeing this. We all need to be like this. It doesn't matter, you know, how high up on the food chain you think you are versus how low on the food chain you think you are, okay? Because that food chain does not go up and down. Well, it does, but it doesn't, okay? The way we need to relate to each other, it's horizontal. It doesn't go up and down, okay? So, hat tip to Alex. Thank you for being such a great role model. I hope to see more Alexes, okay, in our sports. In this political world right now, I've quit watching sports altogether. And let me tell you something. I love football. I love baseball. I love sports. And American sports are amazing. Not that European sports aren't, you know. I have watched from time to time, but I'm an American. I live here. And, you know, I love our teams. What are they doing? You know, these guys get paid exorbitant amounts of money, and they disrespect everybody. I mean, that's wrong. That's wrong. You know, and my opinion and my opinion only. On that matter is, if you don't like our country, you have two choices. You can just be quiet, live your life, leave everybody who loves it alone, or go somewhere else. You know, it's a big world. It's a big, big world. And if you're going to be happy somewhere else where you resonate more with people that don't like us, then go. I mean, honestly, I want you to be happy. I'm not here to make you miserable. I want you to be happy. So, anyway, that's just my thoughts, my opinion, my thoughts. So, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'm a little rusty today. I apologize for that. I'll get back on the ball here, but please stay tuned. We've got more to come today. God bless you. Be bold. No fear. Don't be afraid. Again, we are in great hands. Okay? I promise you. I really do, with all my heart. I know in my heart of hearts, we are in great hands. And you're loved. You are really, really loved. I love you. So go have a great day. I hope to see you back here soon. Sorry. Thank you for bearing with me. I assure you, it'll be worth the wait. I will get better. God bless.